Hey everyone, we're back with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and we have a new character today which just came out. Last time I checked out this game it was Garfield, which was the new character, and this time we have Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the antagonist of that series. And which now means that there's his alternate, a red and black. That looks pretty cool. We now have 4 characters from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're missing 2 of the Turtles, but still, that's still a lot of characters from this franchise. Let's give Shredder a whirl in the training mode before we jump straight in. This is his unique stage, which just came out with his character, Slime Time. I thought there's a bit of a downtime with game releases at the moment. Whoa, it looks pretty damn cool compared to a lot of the rest of this roster. Yeah, there's a bit of downtime. Oh, I'm stuck in sludge already. How do I get out of that? Oh, I'm just going to have to die. Anyway, yeah, there's a bit of a downtime at the moment with... Oh my god, his attacks are so cool. With game releases, so... I just thought we'd play this update that gets some content out for this week. There is really not a lot of games coming out. Well, there is actually a lot of games coming out in February, but not a lot in January. And there's Dying Light 2 out in this week, tomorrow when I'm recording this video. But personally, Dying Light is not really my kind of franchise. I couldn't get into the first game, barely even got into the Dead Island series, so I won't unfortunately be covering Dying Light 2. I haven't finished or played much of the first game, and I have no intentions of playing the second game either. The next game on my radar is Sifu, actually, which is the... Oh, I've just been killed there. Damn, it's pretty tough getting back into this game after not playing it for like months. Sifu is the next game I will be reviewing on my channel, and it is being made by the same studio that did Absolver a few years back. I'm not sure if anyone remembers Absolver. It was kind of like a melee combat game, and this Sifu kind of like takes what Absolver was trying to do and just basically builds upon that, really. So it looks like it's got more of a kind of like direction this time, and it also has this aging system which looks pretty cool, where you can die and then you can come back, but you'll be older and therefore more wiser because you'll have learnt from how you died previously and be able to change your fate, basically, which is a really, really interesting mechanic that I haven't seen before in any of these. Let's quit out of that. I've just basically jumped into that to kind of like get attuned back into the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl controls, and also to see his moves, and he's pretty damn cool. So we're going to play some arcade mode. Lucy Loud's our first opponent. This isn't... I am a destroyer of worlds, and I fear no one. So Nickelodeon still hasn't fixed that that conversation aspect of the game, which I criticised in my review. They just kind of say random lines at each other, and then you fight. But Shredder is really bloody awesome. Like, I love his like slashes. I am getting my ass kicked here because I'm not concentrating properly. He's really cool to play so far. Out of him and Garfield, the 2 post-launch DLC characters, he's probably my favourite thus far. I like his like twirl attack as well. He's got a few like, I hate to say it, but shredding moves with his claws. And he's got that grapple hook as well, which is so OP. I just literally knocked Lucy out of the park there. But yeah, back onto Sifu. That looks like a really, really interesting game. Probably one of my top favourite games of this year, just looking at the promotional material that's been released for it. Damn, that was a nice, easy intro battle. Oh, I get to pick. It's got to be his arena for this one. Definitely got to fight on his arena. Versus Cat Dog. Oh, I wonder if, like the phoenix, I have risen from the ashes and into my fire 2 heads are more than 1. See what I mean? Just like, it doesn't even make sense. It's just pointless. A pointless little intro. I wonder if my... Oh, it did seem to hit him there. I would have thought my grappling hook would have went over the cat dog's hitbox, but no, it did actually hit then. But yeah, Sifu is the next one, and also in February we've got Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, which I'm really looking forward to, which one of like my biggest guilty pleasure series is Dynasty Warriors. I imagine a few of you already know that with a few of my rankings. I've ranked the Dynasty Warriors games, I've ranked the Warriors Orochi games, and I also did my review of Samurai Warriors 5 when that released last year, which was a little bit disappointing. So with Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, I know the Empire series going into this. I know what they do with the Empire series. So it's basically just like the same mechanics and everything about Dynasty Warriors 9, but it will just be more strategy focused. You can... Nice, he just jumped into the... into the water for me there. Yeah, Empires will be more strategy focused, so you can go to like you can go to the different generals around the map, and you can talk about them and strategize with them. Do you want to form partnerships? Do you want to make them your enemy and stuff like that? Do you want to conquer their lands and stuff like that? And it's a really more interesting idea. Oh my god, I'm playing so terribly because I'm trying to concentrate on talking and play the game while still remembering all of his moves at the same time. It's really hard making... I don't do these often, these kind of like playing and commentating at the same time. Usually I just write up a script and make a review on a game, which a lot of you already know, but I rarely do these sort of play and talk at the same time, which I'm kind of, this year I kind of want to get into more of this style. If you enjoy watching me play whilst just talking rubbish about games, then I might start doing this more often. But yeah, Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires is coming out mid-February. Again, probably not a game on a lot of people's radars, but still I love to cover the Warriors games because as much as they are just literally most of the time the same thing over and over again, it's just a franchise that's very close to me personally, because obviously I grew up with the Warriors games, always playing the new installments and enjoying what little, well, some, you know, to be fair, to give it a bit of fairness, they do try and add a lot more new things with each new installment. There's just that many that you kind of don't see those little things that they add and change or develop throughout, because they release so many a year. Like they release like Hyrule Warriors and One Piece Pirate Warriors and Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, and it can get kind of overwhelming and everything just blends into one from an outsider's perspective. But if you actually sit down and play those games for longer periods of time, each one, yes, you see a lot of the same tropes and the same mechanics and the same animations, but you also see like development as well. You see how they do certain things differently in one game compared to how they do things differently in another, depending on kind of like the franchise which that Dynasty Warriors game is based upon. So it was kind of cool to see the Persona 5 Strikers, which was a Warriors game which released last year, and that was also another kind of good interpretation of the Warriors series. And then towards the end of February you got Horizon Forbidden West. Again, it's like Horizon is... I do want to cover Horizon. The £70 price tag on that game I will be regretting afterwards if I get it on launch, because I definitely don't have contacts with Sony Press to get a review copy for that. Definitely not at the size of my channel. But if I do plan to cover that on release, expect it to be out like a week late, because obviously I'll get it at the same time most of the public will get it, and it's definitely going to be a big game, so it'll take me a while to finish. I won't have my review out on time as IGN's or GameSpot's, so it probably will get like 2 views, but hopefully if I do review it, some people tune in to watch it. The problem with Horizon is I'm not as interested into Horizon's kind of like tone and themes as much as I am with like Warriors, for example, or like God of War or other Sony first party studios. The first Horizon actually took me a long time to actually play it, because nothing really intrigued me, nothing really like popped out to me. Robot dinosaurs, that kind of post-apocalyptic but also caveman style setting. Nothing really like wowed me when I first saw the Horizon Zero Dawn all those years ago. It took me quite a few years to actually get around to playing it. So Horizon Forbidden West is, it's I'm not really as excited for it as many others, but it is still a game that I think will be really, really good. I have a lot of faith in Guerrilla Games. They make some good games, like Horizon Zero Dawn. Just not like super hyped for it as some others. Then you've got Elden Ring, which comes out in February as well, I think towards the end as well. But again, Elden Ring is very much like Dying Light for me. Like I've played Dark Souls 1, I've played Bloodborne, and I've played Demon's Souls on the PS3. And those are the only 3 From Software games I've played, I think. I'm trying to think if I've played any Armored Core, because I know they're by From Software, but I don't think I have. I don't think I played any of the Armored Core games. I think I know if I had. So yeah, just those 3, which is not a lot. And to be fair, Demon's Souls I never finished. I did get very close to the end. Bloodborne is the same, unfortunately. I didn't finish it, but I did get very close. And Dark Souls Remastered, I just barely played any of that, unfortunately. So the Elden Ring is another one that I'm not very as excited for as many others, although I do imagine it will be a breathtaking game. And surprisingly, isn't as expensive as many other games out at the moment. I think it's only like £50, where most other companies are going for the £55, £70 for their standard editions nowadays, which is, in my opinion, ridiculous. Stupidly expensive. Especially with like, what was it? There was another game that came out, I think like Deathloop. Deathloop released at like really ridiculous sum of money because it was a PlayStation 5 timed exclusive, and still is. And I think that released like 60, 70. And yet Deathloop, if you look at the reviews at least, I know that a lot of the day one reviews are like 10 out of 10 or something like that. But eventually, when more and more reviews came out, Deathloop is no more exciting than like other Arcane Studios games like Dishonored 2 or Prey, and those games didn't release that much amount of money. So it's kind of like you're raising the prices, but the quality is coming out the same or worse. So for the final boss, it's Patrick. Oh my god, like they could have at least like programmed one of the final bosses, the final match, for example, to be like Michelangelo or Leonardo or even April O'Neil instead of Patrick. I know it's random, but still, like, another thing that was upsetting about this game is the arcade mode is so bare bones. Like, it doesn't even have a boss. At least in like PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale on the PS3, you had the, I can't remember his name. It was like the cube. The failed PS1 mascot, or like in Smash Brothers you've got Master Hand, stuff like that. This game don't really have that. It's just literally random battles that don't even have a story or don't even tell the story of our character, what he's doing here, anything. It's a bit of a shame. But in terms of videos coming out, so I know I haven't released a video in quite a while since my Rainbow Six review, but I am working on 2 big videos at the moment. I'm working on ranking all the Tom Clancy games on PS5, PS5/PS4, and the same for Uncharted, because the Legacy of Thieves collection recently released. So I just want to, on my channel, just kind of like close the chapter on Tom Clancy games and Uncharted games, be up to date with those. So if any new entries come out, I know that Tom Clancy is getting the X-Defiant, the first-person shooter live service game. Hey, I won! So, Shredder! Oh, he's actually got a pretty cool animation at the end there. The one thing I really do love about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is its endgame animations, with like Patrick nailing the board into his head. Let's see what we unlocked in the extras menu, the terrible extras gallery menu that this game has. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. A nice low resolution image there. There's a stage. Thank you. And it's the image of Shredder that's on the character select screen. Well, that was it. That was all you get. I'm thinking to finish off this video, we're going to have a nice kind of like Royal Rumble of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters. So let's see who is the top dog. I'm obviously playing a Shredder. To be fair, he's probably my favourite out of these 4 now. He is like such an awesome character. When I've been playing him in this video, I really love his moveset. His animations are really cool. He's actually more fluid kind of feeling than a lot of the base game roster is. So it probably because, you know, he's had more time spent on him. Yeah, really cool. I'm actually excited to see what new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl characters they bring to the table now, because I know post-launch I did see that Garfield and Shredder were kind of like leaked because someone saw them in the game's files. I'm not sure if any more got leaked, so any new characters that come out now are brand new news and not previously leaked news. But yeah, it's a cool update. It's free. He's got an alternate costume. You can't really grumble at what you get for free. Free content is free content. Even though the arcade mode is still very basic in this game. The extras are shallow, and you know, the combat isn't really... The combat is good. You know, the combat is really fun. And I think that's the most special bit about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And it's the reason why I keep coming back to it. It's just fun. It's just a nice, fun, easy time, you know, to just sit back. Especially if you've got friends as well. It's up to 4 players, online and local. It's a good, fun time. But yeah, great new addition to the game. If you actually enjoy these types of like play and talk videos, then just let me know in the comments below, because I read every single comment that comes through, and I take all of them, like bits and pieces from each comment, to try and make my videos more kind of like in line with what you're after. So if you enjoy more of these, then literally just one line message just saying love it or like this type of video, and I will make more, because then that tells me that you want to watch this video content, and I will make more time for it. So yeah, it's actually been fun to just kind of like talk without having a script in front of me, and just let the rambling continue. So I should be uploading the Uncharted video will come first, because the Tom Clancy games, especially Ghost Recon Wildlands, Breakpoint, and the 2 Division games are really big, and playing through those at the moment is taking me a long time, because I'm really enjoying Ghost Recon Wildlands, and that game has a lot of collectibles, and I'm just trying to like scour the entire map, which is huge because it's a Ubisoft game, and trying to collect everything, collect all the intel and stuff like that. So that's going to take me a while. Uncharted games are a lot easier to get through. A Shredder is the man out on top, of course. So yeah, if you enjoy this type of content, just let me know in the comments below. Next video will be up shortly. I really hope so. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care everyone, and adios.